Hello my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are just building a really simple little starter house in Windenburg. I was just in the mood to build an autumnal starter house, and this is a loft, so it's super fun for me. I love building lofts, but I was actually working on another autumn themed build, but I was just kind of in the mood to kind of build something simple, and I thought I would take a break from it and then build just a cute little autumnal starter house. And this one was actually so much fun because what I did is I used a lot of the new debug items that we got, a couple patches ago. At this point, it's been at least, it might have been the last patch. I can't really remember. I haven't really been keeping up with The Sims 4 as much lately, so bear with me. But anyway, this is just a really, fun little starter house. It's pretty minimal, like minimally furnished, but I didn't want to go all crazy and spend every single dime that your sim would need. That way it gives you a little bit of flexibility, and when you download this house, you can actually kind of, add on to it if you need to. Your sim will have around 2,000 simoleons left. So, and hey, if you create your sim with a new story function, you'll be able to actually get a chance what I'm saying. But you will have the chance of your sim having more starting funds. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like that little aspect that they added. It was really fun. But yeah, here I am adding a fence around the little bit of property here. These debug items, for the most part, they're all 0 simoleons. So I was able to add this fence in with ease without spending a single dime. So yeah, it was really awesome, and I feel like you get a little bit more flexibility with this. I mean, sure, you don't really in the way that you can't have very specific shapes with it, but you can shrink it, you can make it bigger. It's pretty cool. I really like these, and there's all sorts of fencing pieces that are in this game. There's stone walls and regular kind of wooden slat fences, all sorts of stuff that you can use in the debug section. But this is specifically from Get Together. So and it's pretty much the same as the fence that we have. It's not a fence, but it's in the fencing section. It's like a stone wall thing. So it's essentially the same thing, but it's an item, and I've went on about this too much. But also you'll see the trees around the property as well are also debug trees because they're really pretty, and I would still use them even if it wasn't a starter house. And then this little section here, I decided to fence off with some fences from the Outdoor Retreat pack. These are, like I said, debug items. So a lot of the items on the exterior are mainly debug, plants and flowers and fences, just because I did want to make it look pretty, lived in and pretty and stuff on the outside. It's been there for a bit, but I didn't want to have to spend a lot of simoleons. So yeah, it's really cute. I'm so in love with it. I love all the grass. I put so much grass around. That's honestly my favorite thing that came with that patch, is the grass and the trees. I love it so much, because you see wild grass, unkempt grass around around the world, essentially, of all the worlds. But the ones, the grass in Windenburg is so pretty because it's soft looking and kind of wispy. And let's see, here it is. I love it so much, and I put it all over the property. I still really wish that we could clone items that are debug items, but we can't. So you have to click each individual time, and you can't do shift click. You can't do the eyedropper tool. It's just, yeah, it's just something. I'm hoping that they fix that. But speaking of the Sims 4 patches, that sounds kind of weird saying it like that, but you know what I mean. They actually did a little sneaky peek on Twitter. One of the Sim gurus actually tweeted out some new stair functions that we're going to be getting, which look really awesome. I don't know what that entails completely, but I'm really excited nonetheless. Any kind of, development on the system that the Sims 4 is, I'm really excited for it. So yeah, but anyway, here is the main part of the house that I'm working on finally. The front is complete. I think it's really cute and lived in looking. It looks like it's been there for a bit, and it's a little bit unkempt, but it's still like kind of pretty in the same way. So, but yeah, I use a lot of like really rich brown wooden tones because I just really, really love using them, and I never really do that a lot. And in this build, I went with like a lot of reds and like rich brown tones with some purples and a little bit of orange here and there. One thing I didn't actually add in was the pumpkins from the Seasons expansion pack. I think those little pumpkin decorations would have been so cute, or even the ones from the spooky stuff would have been fine too. The cool thing is, I remember before Seasons came out, we used a mod a lot of the time in the Sims community. We used the Autumn mod, and it basically, it was just a huge world override that like overrode. I don't know the word for that, but it was an override for like the grass textures in the game, the trees. It basically made everything look like it was in autumn, and it was beautiful. And while I do love the Seasons autumn though, because it's a slow transition in and out, and it's really, really cool. But anyway, I remember before that though, before we got Seasons, what I would use is I would go to show hidden objects, and I would just find that pumpkin from the spooky stuff pack, and it was just like a plain pumpkin. That was so hard for me to say. It was a plain pumpkin, and it was like the pumpkin that your Sims were about to carve. It was like that object. So I remember using that in Hagrid's hut, and I'm pretty sure I updated that, unless I didn't. I can't really remember. It's been so long since I built Hagrid's hut. It's just, yeah, I might do an updated version, to be honest. I look at Hagrid now in my own like way, and I see him a little bit differently. I see him a little bit more tender than I did back when I built that house. So I might change it up and rebuild his house and just kind of, build it a little less to scale, because it's supposed to be a hut because it's called Hagrid's hut. And I say Hagrid weird. I know. Don't get on me. My coworkers already do. They already make fun of me. Anyway, yeah, I really do think I'm going to rebuild that, because I feel like it would be a lot more fun now with what we have, because I feel like I didn't have as much back then, and plus I didn't have the Pufferhead stuff pack. So, I might be just rebuilding all of it, because I might not be too happy with the burrow right now. I mean, I do like my version of the burrow. I'm not going to lie, but but anyway, that is basically it for this build though. It's really, really simple, really quick. I really, really liked this house. It was super fun to build, and I loved taking the screenshots. If you notice that my screenshots actually look really, really vibrant and kind of detailed and kind of crisp looking, I'm using the overlay, like the game filter overlay that is built into NVIDIA GeForce Experience. It's called Shadow Play, I believe. Basically, it's a screen recording software, and it records video and takes screenshots, and I love it so much. And definitely check it out if you have that specific graphics card. But anyway, here are the screenshots. Thank you all so very much for watching, and all of the support and the nice comments that I've been getting lately. It's just been really, really great. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.
Broken from the start, I am nothing more than roses at the side of a busy road. How I'm crawling for a worthy goal. At least I'm not alone in my empathy. There's more like me who don't know how to be, how to reach out to the